or you have your first smoothie, you're gonna say to yourself, man, I'm full. I could have went much longer. That's what you're gonna say. It's happened to me so many times. You're gonna say that, and you're not gonna eat as much as you think you're gonna want to eat, because again, this journey that we're on is emotional. It's an emotional journey because we've been hardwired since we were on the nipple from our mom to for food. And in most cases, food was survival and for pleasure and for comfort when we were coming up. In my I'm born and raised on the south side of Chicago, but both my parents are from Mississippi. There ain't a more southernest, eatingest, lovingest food in this family that we know. If you're from Mississippi, that's the countries of the country. We used to eat food 4 times a day, 4 times. We called it breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then we always had to have supper. That was the fourth meal. Sweets were prevalent. We ate every type of meat you can think of, including chitlins and hog moths. And up until the age of 20, I loved it. I didn't like it. I loved it. I'm not one of those vegan, never liked meat. I never, no, 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 no. I loved it. I love eating a hot dog. I like going to baseball games and eating hot dogs. I love pork chops. It's been years. I gave that stuff 20 years ago. It's been years. I couldn't dream of eating half the stuff, none of that stuff now. But there was a time I used to like it. I used to like getting up. My mom used to make grits with turkey sausage. And I love grits and turkey sausages or turkey bacon, So I understand all of the food addictions. Trust me, you get up and eat frosted, Honey Nut Cheerios and Frosted Flakes and all that with forget soy milk. We only had vitamin D whole milk back then. And guess what? We put that joker in the freezer so the milk could get really cold with little ice chips in the milk. And it ate this stuff. We ate that, and that was my childhood breakfast. Oatmeal, Quaker oatmeal, and Frosted Flakes. Most of the time corn flakes because we couldn't afford the Frosted Flakes. We had to put our own sugar on there. So I understand the food addictions. So when I hear sometimes the excuse that, man, I grew up a certain way and I'm just used to, no. Your diet wasn't worse than mine. It just wasn't. Mama used to send us sometime to school with breakfast with powdered white donuts, Entenmann white donuts, and a glass of milk. Or if there wasn't any milk, we just made some Kool-Aid. We made Kool-Aid. So I tell you that because we've just gone through something. We've just purified the temple at a very deep level. And breaking food addictions or any addiction, you have to get to the cellular level of your body. You've got to be willing to go through those veils in your skin. We call it the 7 veils. The 7 veils of the epidermis, and the dermis, D-E-R-M-I. Those are your skin layers. And fasting is the only way to get through that. It's the only way. You got to go the hard way. And fasting for most people is very difficult because it's emotionally linked to our main comfort, most people's main comfort in life. And it's sad to say in a lot of ways because most of us have severe emotional dysfunction. And so our number one pleasure in life is centered around food. Should not be, but that's just how it is. Every holiday is celebrated with food. Even when you go to, they're celebrated with food. People go to the wake and everything. They can't wait till the afterpass to get to the food, and celebrate. It's a celebration. But there's a detriment to that. There's a price tag along with eating so much food or eating dead food, eating processed food, foods that don't serve us. Not only does it affect us, but it affects everybody in the globe. Food is one of the one thing. We're all connected. The oneness of the universe. Okay. So there's no, man, what I eat is my business. No. Babe, your eating affects everybody. It affects the environment. It affects the cost of things. The weather, it affects your relation to not only people, but to the order of things, to animals. You wonder why animals no longer come to us. Why, if you see a deer, the deer runs away, or the animal runs away, they're scared. because we're no longer natural. We're no longer connected. So most wild animals look at human beings as something foreign because they look at it as like, man, please, number one, don't eat me. Don't eat me. That's number one. And number two, we've lost a lot of that natural indigenous connection, that only going through a process of purification and then eating the food that was originally here, eating real food, and staying away from deceptive food, staying away from fake food. Don't eat from the king's table, because on that table is deceptive food, it's fake foods. You go back from McDonald's, okay? And just leave the Big Mac out. And if that Big Mac probably it take forever to decompose. That's fake food. The Kraft macaroni and cheese processed food in the blue box, that's fake food. Doritos is fake food. There's so much fake food on the market. So you say, Chris, well, what's real food? Fruits and veggies. It's funny, the word fruit, it literally means to add joy, to enliven. That represents Boaz, one of the pillars of your legs. The word vegetable, it really means to make strong, to establish. That is called Jachin. 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 Your two legs are Boaz and Jachin. And what that means is that the foundation and pillars that support the temple of God, which is our body, is fruits and veggies. Boaz meaning fruit, or to enliven, to add joy, to add splendor. And Jachin, Jachin, means to establish. That's what it means to establish. That's what vegetables. Now you guys got some more. You got some more knowledge. You got more wisdom keys. Now you know fruits and veggies. These are the foundational pillars, the two pillars that hold up the temple of God, or our body. I'm so deeply impressed with you guys on this, with all of us, man. You guys are the real beef, and I can't wait to hear the testimonies that come out of this shortly in the days to follow, from all of the blessings that you receive, from relational blessings, from financial blessings. You're going to get a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, heck yeah, it's coming. You're going to have the best holidays ever. Your Thanksgiving, your Christmas is going to be the bomb. Trust that, So I just, guys, this 21-day journey, and again, we're at the 21st day. The 21 represents the 3 sevens. 7 being the number of completion. You walk that 3 times. You walk that. You have to go through 3 cycles of 7 to receive that. 504 power-packed hours of fasting. And what does the word fast mean? It means to make strong. It's like when you fasten something to a wall. You hold it tight. You make it strong. And that's how we make our body strong. It takes you to the lowest level so that we can be exalted to the highest level. This is a roller coaster ride, at least for the first 2 weeks. And then after that, we really start to feel better. We get excited. We're like, wow, I can breathe through both nostrils easily now. I can sleep. I don't wake up with all types of sleep in my eyes anymore. What a concept. I feel pretty good. And that's the whole purpose. I can be happy again, because there is no true happiness until you're happy in your body and within yourself. There is no true happiness. We have to give happiness and joy to ourselves first before we can actually share it with others. We have to do it to ourselves first. Nobody else can come in and make it, add it, until we give it to ourselves first. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. I was in a relationship in the past, not so distant past, where we all want people to make us, it's like most of us, we look for relationships to complete us, and we want that special person, our match, whatever, and that's normal. Sometimes we rush into things that we have no business doing. You can't really give love at the highest level, at the right level, to somebody else until you give it to yourself first. And I found that out. Although I love the person, I know the person loved me, it's like, but when you're not ready, You're just not ready, you know. You're not ready. And if you do it, it's not going to be at the level that it should be. You'll go along to get along. You won't experience the type that you could until you like put yourself through a process first. Cleansing and purifying yourself affects every aspect of our lives. And as most of you know by now, you've experienced that. You've experienced that. You've come farther than you ever dreamed of on this fast. And my goal as a facilitator, as a fellow faster, as a friend over the net, is just to sort of to show you the door. But it was up to you to walk through it. I can motivate you. I can inspire you. I can love on you from a distance. But you did the work. You had to do the work. You had to come in this joint day in and day out and perform the labors. That's what you guys have done. You know, Crisco can motivate you. Crisco can love on you. I can love on you. But that's all I could do. To show you the door. I could give you the knowledge. You know. But you had to walk through. You had to accept that baton. Over these last 21 days, you've been given a lot of good information, guys. A lot of good information. Matter of fact, a lot of the information very few people know of. People don't know about Jacob's ladder, the Rainbow Bridge, the significance of the numbers, how they all correlate, the planetary system with the 13 planets, a few, living temple work. This is where this is too good. This is lock and key stuff. This is too good. So I applaud you guys for sticking with me, for believing, for listening to your higher selves, and for performing this for yourselves. For performing this for yourselves. And I wanted to tell you guys something else. This has been a great process for me. I've enjoyed it. You and everybody on this call has been absolutely amazing. I'm feeling a little bit drained. Ideally, I was going to take this 28 days as far as doing the calls and everything. But today, I have to. I mean, you guys can continue on, but today I have to make it. This has to be the last day for me, simply because of a family and business situation that's going to require my full focus that I have to take care of. It's before I leave Arizona. So day 21 would be the last day of the calls when the fast is over. And I'll give you, and we'll talk about how to transition over the next 7 days. But I just wanted to sort of let you guys know if I could keep going. I just don't want to. I can't. My focus has to be on just so I can take care of this stuff and some things that I really hadn't been taken care of during this 21-day process. But I get to take care of it now, and I have everything that I need now to be able to deal with it. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that. From everybody on this call to Vera, first of all, Vera, I want to tell you I appreciate all of the messages. I appreciate you for being on the call, just listening in and being a part of this. You've been just as much as part of the group as anybody. We recognize you. We see you in the background. And I want to thank you for being, for just being who you are, and for just being a beast about it. I gave Sky a shout out earlier. I'll give you another shout out, Sky. This one that went on, you did so many things to put this together. I'm not a techie at all. I'm not convinced I'll ever be a techie. I don't know. I mean, I admire techies or people who are good at putting things together, And thank you for setting up the Google Hangout. I had never even heard of Google Hangout before this. I'd always thought Skype was the only Skype, or what do you do that iPhone to iPhone, Facebook, face tag, face from your iPhones. So thank you so much for being for being my right hand. You were the help that I really needed. I appreciate you. You would set up the calls. You would do all the stuff in the background. You're the one who told me, Chris, let it go for, you helped me a lot. So I appreciate that. I want to say a thank you to Kevin this is why I want to thank you, Kev. Dadgummit, this is why. Kev got on day one, put all that profanity on old Crisco's wall with Mike Tyson. I said, Kev, it's a no profane wall, baby. Old Crisco don't even curse. or maybe every once. Blue moonish, it's just, you know. Let me tell you why I got to love on you. Number one, um, all the discomfort that you experience, for staying focused and going through what you went through. And I know it was tough. I know it was tough, man. My hat is off to you for being so young. 22 is young. I remember when I was 22. I loved it. So you're at a good age. 22 represents the master builder. It is a builder. It represents the master of the master builders. And I want to commend your strength and your commitment for performing this, man, for performing this. So thank you. I have to give a shout out to Natasha. You added, first of all, I like your post, Natasha. I always said this, that I'm the illest and greatest writer in all of social media. I've been saying that for 6 years. That sounds cocky, but that's how I feel. But guess what? I love your posts. I love reading your posts. I think your post should get hundreds of likes on it. You know, but I know the way that Facebook is set up, a lot of people don't get to see what you put out because of the way it's set up now. 4 or 5 years ago, everybody would have been seeing it, but now they locked it down where only the people that visit your page often really get to see your posts. But I love what you write. Very inspirational. Thank you for being a major voice piece to the group. We've enjoyed you, and thank you for being a beast. I know performing this was not easy because you were still working. You were still, doing your business. And I know you're self-employed. You have your business. You have a business of your own. And just thank you for just being who you were, group-wise, in this group, and adding to the group all the knowledge that you brought forth on the group and all of your posts. I notice your posts. I may never comment on the posts, but I notice your posts, and they're really good. They're pretty good. They just are. So thank you. I gotta give a shout out and a special thanks to my number one guy, Ben. Ben Edwards. I have to give you a shout out, man. This is why. First of all, for being a flat out stud from day one. The week before the fast, you promoted this fast, I think, more than anybody. I did 3 or 4 videos and the post, but you were just as much on it. I went to your page, man. You were like, man, we're getting ready to do a 24 fast being conducted by old Crisco, and he's a stud. Y'all need to come on with it. You were promoting this thing, man. And then being on the calls day in and day out, you never missed a day. You were right there with me the whole way. You were always very respectful to, you always let the ladies go first. You always was respectful of people who were talking, and you always had some great knowledge and some great insight to share, with regard to what the fasting was doing for you, how, you had your days where you had to get up and cook for your son, and how he's like, man, that fried chicken is looking good today, or whatever, food you was making. And so I applaud you for being a beast, because I know that's not easy. You live in one of the most toxic cities in the United States, New York. Listen, I'm a New York City fanatic. I love New York. I love the energy of New York, and I have friends, and I love the accent. Just love everything about New York, but it's toxic, and a lot of culture, a lot of love, though. And to be in that environment, you and Natasha, and to still go through this on water, not herbal tea, not juices, but on water, that says a lot. Having limited sunlight and going through this process, that's good. And so I want to thank you for just being who you were to this fast, because I needed you. I needed a strong guy. You and Kev were there. You guys were there. You guys are like the pillars. When I mentioned Boaz and Jakeem, there you go, to support pillars. You really were. And I appreciate you, man. So I just wanted to take a moment just to thank you for being a part of this, for being a big promoter of this, and for performing this. So you were a part, a promoter, and you were a performer. We call it the 3. And thank you so much, man. That blessed me so much. I can't tell you how much it blessed me. And just your input, your daily, you were here every day, beasting it in and day out. I took all of that in consideration then, and everybody notices and recognizes that. If I was a coach, if we were giving out MVP awards, listen, I got to give you MVP. All of us give really are, because I can give more. So thank you so much, man. I just wanted to thank you for that. Thank you. Also, I want to send a shout out. I gotta thank, man. There's so many, because now if I don't get to your name if I don't get to your name until last, that don't mean you're last on my list or I feel less. I'm just going, because sometimes I'll make a post and I'll tag everybody in it. One day you may find your name at the top of the list. The next day you may at the bottom of the list, because I'm always using different lists to get that. So it's not that I'm putting somebody higher over somebody. So if I call your name last, it don't mean I love you less. Okay, it just means I didn't get to you the last. I gotta thank Monique. Monique has been a big part of this. You've been on these calls. I know it hasn't been easy for you, Monique, at all. I know it hasn't been easy from the messages that I see you write on Facebook and from how we corresponded, but you have been a beast day in and day out. I love the fact that you participate in the call without the avatar, but it don't matter if you got the avatar up or not. So that's the fact that you were a part of this means a lot, and the fact that you listened to your higher self and you did this. You got a lot of reward coming your way, and I'm looking forward to hearing about the testimonies in every aspect. Thank you. Also, I would like to send a blessing and a thank you to Shakti. Shakti, you added so much. You came, you just blew up the spot when you came and joined the group. I think around the second week when you were always, when you joined the calls and everything, and your presence was a big deal. It made a difference. Just your knowledge of, you had already started before we did. You were telling us how you and your husband, before you guys got married, you did a 30-day juice fast or something along those lines, and you really, this has been, just giving us testimonies. So, and just the fact that you wanted to, pray for the group and lifting the group up and asking everybody to do the same for you, and just all of the good stuff that you brought, your light, your energy. I appreciate it, and I know that everybody in this group appreciate it. Thank you so much, Shakti. Beautiful inside and out. Great family, and you guys got a lot of blessings coming your way now and in the future. Thank you. Claire, how can I forget Claire? Let me say, I gotta tell you this, man. Claire, first of all, I'm gonna thank you, because you're good. Listen, I get on you because you take 10 minutes to ask a question. I mean, I'm saying that in a loving way, so don't take offense to it. I'm just bugging out with you. I'm just with you. I'm loving on you. But let me tell you something about Claire. Claire, you're one of the biggest supporters and just lovers from day one. Every day I look up, you send me messages in my inbox almost every day, just doing nothing but loving on me. I got nothing but love for you. How you promote this stuff on your wall and on Sky's wellness page, and how you're always on the call, and listen, and when you can't make the call, you always say, guys, I'm so sorry, I apologize for not being able to come on the call. That means a lot, man. You don't have to do that. Thank you for being a part of this, Claire. You have done a lot of temple work. You've done a lot of inner work, and you were definitely, this fast would not be the same without you. So I just want to say thank you for being a part of the calls. Thank you for giving this gift to yourself. I consider fasting the greatest gift that a person could give themselves, because it represents the great open sesame. It represents truth at the highest level. So thank you for being a part of this, Claire. And I want you to know that, because I don't know if I get to tell you that. I know I write you back and I always say, you're a stud, keep shining, be blessed, love, Kristopher. But now you're hearing it from my voice, God's voice. Yeah, that guy, the desert guy, the ultramarathon guy, me, yeah. I'm saying it for you right now. Wow. So I just want to thank you. And if there's, I'm trying to think. Okay, I know you're probably not on this call, but well, I was gonna say, listen, I won't even go there, but I just want to thank. If there's anybody on this call, because I can't see all the avatars, if there's anybody on this call who I didn't mention, because I only see the people that I named and that I can think of. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I want to also, let me real quick. I have to thank Minyelle Jackson. You guys may or may not know her. Now, I've always noticed her name come on and off the screen throughout this process, but we've been Facebooking recently, and she said, "Chris, yeah, I've been fasting with you guys. You guys are studs." Minyelle, I'm giving you a shout out. Hi. Congratulations. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of the fast. Thank you for having determination and self-love to do this and perform this for yourself. So I just want to give you a shout out, Minyelle, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And just say thank you for supporting us and giving this gift to yourself. As you well know, with this being day 21, you performed a lot of labor, inner labor. We call them temple labors, fasting labors. So you know the truth now. You know the truth. And we can do so much more. We don't even scratch the scratch of our potential. So just thank you for being you and for being a part of this fasting group. You guys are really committed. And if there's anybody that I forgot who's on the call, I don't see everybody's avatar. I mean, I only call the people I can sort of just see. So if I didn't mention you, don't, it wasn't like I did on purpose. So thank everybody if you're a part of this fast. Thank you. And we can open it up to Q&A and comments and love. Who would like to go first? I have an idea. Well, okay. Well, you know what, guys? This how even when we was in high school or grammar school, when she said, "Who wants to go first?" and nobody raised their hand, well, then guess what she say next? Well, I'm gonna start picking folks.
Wait, it's Natasha, so I'll go.
Guess what, Natasha? You were the person I was about to pick. Seriously, I was getting ready to say your name. True story. Word is born. I was about to say
Natasha. Funny. Well, one, I want to also say, I was late to the call, so I didn't hear your monologue, so I'm definitely going to, hear that back. But I was on another call this morning creating with people who are coming to hear about the transformational work that I do, and they're a group of educators. And what I got out of this fast, out of this 21-day journey, is really my commitment to eradicating lack on the planet, right? That it doesn't exist, and I now get to see how much lack has permeated throughout our society, right? That in school, when we don't understand that when a child is doing something, there's a question or inquiry that they have. They're asking, really seeking our guidance, and what we do is suspend them. We push them versus bringing them in the fold. That's a lack. Right? Because that's not showing love. That's actually taking love and punishing them for something, right? And, when we build prisons, same thing. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have, corrective measures, right? But what I'm saying is if we start from the seed, if we start from early, getting kids to live their dreams, and really listening to them live their dream, things like prisons we won't need that. It wouldn't even exist. It wouldn't even be something that's a part of our language, because kids wouldn't even be thinking about that, right? And I really got how being on this fast, that for 21 days all I had was water. And I never experienced needing anything. I knew that there were certain things that I had to break. There were certain habits I had. There were certain things that emotionally I was dealing with. But if I really look at it, and I'm looking at it spiritually, I didn't need anything. I had everything I needed. Literally, I had everything. So I know that life is abundant, and I didn't have that before this. So my promise to the planet is that we live an abundant life. I know that I can do that now. I know I can show people that we can have that now, because for 21 days, all I had was water giving me life, and I'm here. So I cannot, I say it all the time, but I really cannot be more thankful that I did this, because I get now that that was my calling, it was my journey, and that's what I needed to really like push this whole thing for me forward. And I'm just like so ecstatic, and I'm happy. That's it.
I hear you, Tasha. That's real. Wow. Thank you so much. I like you make so many great points. I love that scenario with regard to the prison, and how, man, we try to sweep our problems on them. And that's just, man, you just give, if you just gave prisoners oranges, let them eat oranges and oranges only for 21 days. I guarantee you. And then after that, make them all go wrong. They can't. They're in jail. We're gonna give you the best food ever. That'll eliminate so much violence in our society. It's not even funny. But thank you so much, Natasha, for that, for sharing.
You're
That was
welcome. Welcome.
that was good. That was good. I gave you a shout out earlier too. Actually, this is one of my first shout outs, for everything that you have added to the group, to the call. We read your post on your wall, and you make some really good posts. I've said for 6 years that I'm the greatest writer in all of social media, but you're really good. I love reading your posts. I may not always comment, but you're good. And it's funny the way Facebook is set up now. You're not gonna get the traffic that it was once set up, because only people who come to your page really they focus on that. You 4 or 5 years ago, everybody could see it. But
Right.
I love your posts. They're very very insightful, and so I just want you to know you've added so much to this group, Natasha. Thank you for being a trooper in the beats the whole way, because I know you were still doing your business throughout this. You live in New York, which you'd be lucky if you get sun 2 or 3 days out the week. You know, you know what I'm saying? You're the toxic. Love the energy, but it's toxic, and you
Yeah.
beast it through it anyway. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And well, guys, if I ask now, Sky, I know you're on a call, but is there any other call besides Sky and Natasha? Who's actually can speak? Because I know you're on the call, and Minielle, I know you're on the call. Is there any other lady who's on a call
Golden.
who we can? Golden's on the call. Hi, Golden said yes. Golden? How in the world did I forget Golden? Oh man, forgive me, Golden. I didn't see your avatar, and I should have. Go forgive me, man. Let me think before you say anything. Let me thank you. Golden sitting there, Chris. You didn't mention me. I thought you loved me. I do, man. I'm sorry. How in the world did I, Golden? I apologize. First of all, you've been here since day one. And, I love going back and forth with you on Facebook and our message boxes and on posts and everything. And, you just describing everything that you've been going through and just all the support that you've given to the group and the love and how high key, meaning it's memorable. And I just appreciate everything that you brought to the group and for you. Really, number one thing I appreciate you for you doing this, which is the most important thing, for you walking on water for 21 days. I know it's not easy. So I want to thank you and hear from you. Golden, how you doing?
I'm
Who's
doing great, and thank you for
sorry?
the shout out.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't see your avatar. And I just
Okay.
forgive me, Golden. Yeah, how did I forget Golden? You one of my yes.
Oh, that's funny. Well, well, I like to thank you guys for being so supportive and, being such an awesome group because, I mean, like everybody else says, without y'all, I definitely would not be able to do this. I mean, a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day fast, okay, but 21 days, I mean, uh, in the beginning, I was just like, I don't even know if I could do this, but you know, um, I did it. I'm here. So I'm really grateful for your support and all y'all love. And what I wanted to tell you guys, hello?
Yeah.
Oh, what I wanted to tell you guys, what I learned from this whole experience was, uh, I actually learned how different the spirit and the body is. How the body is more of a storage unit versus the spirit. And I learned how not knowing is okay. I learned how to kind of like let go of control, let go of let go of fear of the unknown, because that was one of the biggest things I had a challenge with, fear of not knowing what's going to happen next. And I was kind of this 21-day fast put me in a position where I had to be okay with not knowing. And being okay with not knowing is just like just yesterday, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, I actually came to terms with it. And it's like really the key to knowing everything. Allowing yourself just not to know. Do you understand? Um, hello? I think I'm like I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
go
I'm.
ahead. We can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's it. Just not being in that state of not knowing is like one of the keys of knowing everything, because sometimes like your body, like the memory that is stored within your body makes you feel like you know so much, but you really don't know anything. Like after, it's just like it showed me like after every second, after every minute that goes by in the day, everything that you know 1 minute is completely, is not absolute the next. So it's just this fast really just taught me how to just understand that what I actually know right now, tomorrow it may not be absolute. And just to know that tomorrow, even if it's not guaranteed, or even if it's not, if I don't know, if I don't even know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, it's okay, because not knowing is just the key to knowing everything, you know? I know you didn't hear everything, Chris, but
I,
but I said
I
a
like
lot.
I apologize. My internet connection died. It's like, no,
Okay, it's okay.
I I apologize. But hey, I love the fact that that's what leadership is. You guys took the baton and kept it moving, and that's what it's all about. you know,
I was
y'all
just
just
basically telling them that over the last couple of days that what I've learned from the fast, and that the fast really gave me helped me to be comfortable with the unknown.
yes,
Yeah, so
yes,
it's kind of like learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And
yes. Yep. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
it taught me how to separate spirit from body, how to understand that the body is a storage and it does not know everything. Even
Yes.
sometimes I think it does. It's just memory, and
Yep.
the memory is not absolute. It's just that I have to continuously allow my body to be in a state of not knowing in order for my spirit to let me know.
Wow.
So it's
That's
it's
good.
it's just been an awesome journey, and it's like now I'm at the finish line. It just makes sense why I went through the journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was good. You had some good, great insight. Again, last 5, 6 years, I ranked me number one, but that was good. That was good. I'm joking, of course, but no, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all for just thank you all, period. Just thank you.
One heck of a journey. Thank you, Golden. Wow. Van, can we hear from you, man? Doc Love, how are
Hey, what's up? Yeah, just laying down. Feeling a little nauseous, but
you? Yeah.
just part of the journey. I like what Golden was saying about being comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yes.
That's profound. I've never really been comfortable with that. Even when I lifted weights, when my muscles got a little tired, all right, 8 sets, 8 reps, and then but now I'm ready to challenge myself on every level. I'm ready to endure what I got to do. I'm ready to run that extra mile, even though it's burning and hurting. I'm ready to challenge. I'm ready for the challenge. I just feel like you said the baton's been passed to me, so now I can just take that and I can run and finish the race, and get to the finish line, and we're all doing that. Thank God. I want to shout out some people I don't see here. Jay Sent, Star, Ruby,
Stop.
Danny Zuli, Greg. Shout out Greg. Jeannie Brown.
Yes.
Um, I forget. I mean, I don't remember a lot either, but just want to shout them out. And
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of people
Shepherd.
who,
Yes.
yeah, there's a lot of people who was in this thing with us. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they couldn't
Disha.
make the
Like,
calls. Yeah, but I just feel like I feel like I'm on a pedestal right now. I've been like your name is means highly exalted. I feel like I'm exalted right now. I'm on a pedestal,
yes.
but not to look down on anyone. It's more like just to have a clear view.
Yes.
I
Yep.
can now see what's ahead. I don't have to be blinded, and just be walking like around like everyone else in a fog. I feel like I know something, that most people are not aware of, and I just reintroduced to the prodigal side of myself, the immortal. Yeah, I feel like a kid again. So I'm
Uh,
reintroduced to myself like maybe years before, So I'm ready to just tackle some really amazing things, get involved in some really amazing physical feats. I'm ready. I'm ready for some incredible stuff. I'm ready for it. I thank you, man. Thank you, Chris. Without you, impossible.
man, that's real
Impossible.
talk. That's love, man. You beasted it, man, day in and day out. And thank you, man. Really looking great. You know, I
Thanks.
can't thank you enough. Just for being a part of this. Again, you're that Boaz. You're that add life, that enliven and add joy. I appreciate you being a major pillar on this journey for me. You know, I mean, I
Thank
needed somebody. I never told you this, but I needed somebody. You're like my accountability. I'm like, man, I can't quit. A band has, I'm the first of all, I'm the group. I got to do it. Make me have to. And then I was like, man, I got to keep going. So yeah, thank you, man. Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No doubt. Well, can we hear from Kevin? I didn't forget about you, Kev. How you doing, man? I know you. I know you. I know you're in. I know you're down
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
in.
I'm right here.
What's up, man?
What's up? Last day.
Last day.
Yep.
How you feeling, baby?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel much
Good.
better. Much better. Yeah. So far through this fast, day 3 through 9, that was my detox period. My
I
worst.
remember that.
My
Yeah.
worst. My worst of the worst. Um. Then it got a little better from there. And yeah, man. Uh. Like I still like got like I feel like I had this like something stuck in my throat. Keep trying to spit it out, but it's
Okay.
still there. It
Wow.
sucks. But
Wow.
I mean, it's all good. That's been there like for like probably for like a week and a half now. So I've been
Wow.
beasting through that. Yeah, and along with the bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
So I just been having that. That's like the main thing I've been having to push through lately. Like it's just so annoying. Like this has
No.
been really bothering me.
All right, well,
But
we got
um,
going.
but yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad that it'll be over to tonight. That's the main reason I want to eat at midnight is because I just want this taste out of my mouth, like
Auntie,
now.
Auntie,
I
Auntie,
understand. I totally understand.
you
Yeah,
know, she seemed natural, okay? She was like, yeah, I see that. They had us
Uh,
rolling in there.
is that
She got,
somebody on the phone,
that's me.
Kev?
That's me. Yo, hey, could you mute your mic, please?
Auntie got all her hair. I mean, oh, sorry.
You good?
Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead. We're with you.
Oh, but yeah, man. Um, and I'm looking forward to climate Jacob's ladder, eventually, and at the same time, and hopefully being able to make it to the 40-day fast in July. You said it was?
It's going to be June 22nd, but guess what? That's going to be an annual thing.
Yeah.
At least for the next 7 years. I committed to 7 years of doing that.
700.
7 years. So if you can't do it in 15, you got a shot at 16, 17 through the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the way up to 3,015, 16, 17.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Man.
man.
So
But yeah,
you
man.
go ahead.
I just feel like we're all working on a plan to heaven. That's what this is. At least that's what I'm working on.
No doubt. And then we're creating it right here on Earth. That's
Yep.
what we're doing. We're merging that.
'Cause I'm
That's
tired.
that's the whole thing.
I'm telling you, man, I've done this
Yeah.
before. I feel like there's no, you're not gonna tell me that this is my first time. No
Yeah.
way. I've done this. I feel way too many times before, and
I'm sure.
quite frankly, I'm tired of it.
Yep.
I
You're
am sick of it.
tired of going through that process.
My soul is crying out for help, or it was at least. My soul was crying out,
Yep.
get me out of here.
And a lot of, and it's funny, Kev. So many other people are waking up and tapping into that.
I've noticed that too. There's I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more
Yeah.
awareness around.
Yeah. Because the time is now. We're in the age of enlightenment, and everything that's been foretold about overcoming dismemberment is happening, and communities are being formed of people that's laboring towards that, and that's what this is. That's what this is starting out as. So we're gonna grow and build from this, man. This is just a first step.
Again, and the best thing physically. Well, the best thing is spiritually first. Like I said last night, the sacrifice for the family. That's what this was. Like you said, because somebody's got to do it. And I've always felt like the one who can endure the most, out of my whole family. Next to my other brother that's in the army, me and him got the same mindset. He's very, very strong mentally, but he wouldn't do something like this, so I got to do it.
Right. See, this is how it works. It's like God chooses the person in that bloodline who's willing to accept change. He never calls anybody that's not willing to change. And the reason why you were called, because you're willing to accept change. Willing to accept change.
Yep.
Your family, they just ain't willing to change. And we have to change. Those are the only people who are even being called. Those who have the capacity to change.
Let me ask you something, and that actually makes total sense, especially you don't know my family, but they're not willing to change. They are not.
Right.
And I've stressed myself trying to change them for a long time, and I want to ask you a question. Is it wasting my time trying to do that, or do I just, or what?
You're talking to somebody, Kev. I'm glad you asked that question because I'm you 6 years ago. When I first got this, was trying to change my life. I wanted the whole world, and I went to my mom. You need to be drinking that. Put that down. No. That's the worst way to do it because they have to. Only thing we can do, Kev. The only thing we can do is live the message and be the example. When we live it and let our light shine, that'll give them permission to do that. That's how we influence. We just influence by being the message, by living it. And then, and only then will they come. And you can't preach to them or nothing.
I mean, like my mother, she was very interested in the water fast. She was supportive the whole time, and she still is. She says you motivated me. She's like, but she told me that she takes medicine, like a lot of medicine, and she's she got mental illness too. But she says she doesn't feel she could do the water fast because of that, but she wants to do the juice fasting, and she wants to switch to fully raw. and no more meat and all of that. So like I'm glad, like, you know, like I am kind of like I am living. I see what you're saying. I lived the message for 21 days, and it already starting to change her.
Absolutely. You're the you're gonna raise up new foundations, Kevin. They'll see it through your example. Had you not done this, your mom wouldn't, you know, that it wouldn't have happened like that.
Yeah, and
That's,
physically the best is shit, I don't really have the urge to smoke or drink.
yeah, yeah. How much weight did you lose throughout this? Do you know?
I'm checking tonight before I eat. I have it. That like I put that in my mind. I'm like I'm not gonna weigh myself until the end of it because I want to see like, you know, like from beginning to end like what the change was, and
Can
then
you
I'll
see?
let you know. I'll
Can
let
you
you know
see
on
those?
Facebook like tomorrow.
Can you see those little 6-pack, 8-pack ridges showing again?
Man, it's good. It's hard. But yeah,
Well, you see much. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, we'll see, and then I can't wait to get to start exercising again too, man.
Oh, you're gonna exercise like a beast.
I'm ready to run for miles and do like thousands of sit-ups. Like, let's
Yeah,
go.
that's how you feel. That's exactly what it ignites.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just so glad that I broke that yoke though. That was probably the biggest yoke in my life.
The,
Uh,
the tobacco, the
the
nicotine,
smoking
or the
and
alcohol.
marijuana. Um,
Yeah.
which I'm being honest, I do not know if I'm gonna quit that completely, but the nicotine for sure and the alcohol, yeah.
That's good. That's good, Kev. That's really good.
Yep.
Well, again, bro, thank you very much, man. You've added a lot to the group just by your willpower, and you know, and all the things that you had to overcome. Obviously, you did it to yourself. Listen, I'm from the hood and didn't have 10% of the habits that you did, but man, you you made a big difference, man, to me, and I'm sure to a lot of people on this call. So thanks, Kev. Thank
Thank
you.
you, man. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't have done this. I still remember just scrolling down and I was like, hold on, what is this? And I click on the video, and then
Hey,
I saw the video, and then like when you were in the video, you're like, this is no accident. You're here for a reason. And I was like, I laughed when I saw you said that on the video. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Because I've been asking
wow.
for a sign for the longest time. Like I've been asking, like you said, like you've been asking for this. I'm like, yes, I have.
I
Yes, I
remember.
have.
Yeah, I remember that. And then hey, Kev, you remember? I don't know if you remember this. You remember I said, okay, guys, since it's 21 days, I'll take $10 a day, $210 for the fast, right? And then I was like, man, this short notice or whatever, so it's free. And then because you was like, I can't, I don't want to do that. And then I said, Kev, it's on, it's free, so come aboard.
No, I was gonna do it
You're,
anyway. Remember, I messaged you. I said I'm going.
I knew you were gonna do it anyway, but I'm just saying with the group, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I was glad. I was relieved. I was like, whew, at least I'm not in this alone now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So it was awesome, man. Thank you, Kev.
Yeah, thank you,
And oh, you welcome, you
and
welcome.
thank
It's
everybody
Claire.
else too.
Oh man, no doubt, absolutely, absolutely. Bro. Claire, are you available? Claire, are you available?
Hey, what's up? I know I said that I'm doing the you guys really. I just want to say you guys really inspired me. I know the other day I was like, you know, I'm speech fasting. That was kind of a practice run because actually I realized I thought it was like today, but I'm doing from you guys have just been such an example. Like Chris, man, oh man, like everyone on board here. Like I don't know how many names to name, right? Definitely in Sky and yeah, Kevin. Yeah, that was real inspiration, man. Keep what do you guys call it? Beasting. So
That's what we call
but
it.
for
Gotta
real,
be a
man, like
beast.
that's it. And I think for me, it's like, you know, it took me like um I I want to continue this for an extra like maybe 5 days. Like maybe like I think I can do it like with like warm water because I think I'm on that stage now, you know. I and because you know because when I look back, I think I had some hiccups. So those hiccups I want to kind of like do the water with, you know. And so
Yeah.
but with the inspiration that you guys are giving me, I'm starting my own fasting, and that's the speech fasting, which goes. I'm not giving myself a plug or anything. It goes on Sunday, and that's for a cause too. And so I want to keep following you guys as well because like, man, I tell you, all the information that, Chris, that you've shared with us. I mean, like, I had this magical moment today. I caught it on camera. I want to share it with you. But I was out, and I went out, and I had some coconut frozen water, and I kind of like sucked on that. I was like, okay, well then that's why I want to go back to the bee sting. You know what I mean? But I sat there outside for a bit, and then it started raining actually. And this is like the most magical. No, I'm serious. Like, it was like this like dawn of like, wow, and so I'm standing there in the rain, just like smiling and laughing, and all the birds just hang. It was just so magical, right? And like I felt like I was rooted again to the earth. I felt like I was like me again.
Yes.
And I mean, already that I am me, but so I want to thank you guys for that. And I think real inspiration, and it sped off so many ideas from me to keep going with this, and like just making it a part of my life on a regular sort of thing. And I think, like, I reckon if everyone, like, I'd love to like make it to Jacob's Ladder. I mean, I really would, and that's with intention. So let's manifest that, guys.
No doubt.
So
No doubt. No doubt. Thank you so much, Claire. And thank you yesterday for it. I like the little letters, the speech, when you had your speech, but I like the letters that you were putting up.
That's happening on Sunday, my time at 7, and I just want to make a cause behind that. So I'll keep following. We'll keep following each other. Keep in touch, everybody. So that's what it's about. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Anyway, I could take the mic forever and just say a big love to everybody, and you know how I feel. But yeah,
you ain't lying.
Man, the button, right?
I was just acting. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, one love.
One love. Now, who's avatar? Okay. Okay, guys, I think everybody had a chance to speak on the call. Does anybody else want to add to this call at this moment? And I want to, guys, again, I just want to let everybody know that this will be the last call. Initially, we were going to take it another 7 days just to document the refeeding and the juice. But since, again, I've got some family and some my kids, things I have to take care of that I've got to focus on. And so I'm just going to end it at 21 days. But you already know it. You already know how to transition over. You have 2 or 3 foundational juices that you can start. And from those 2 or 3, you can spawn 100 or more juices from that. And just, this week I would encourage everybody to pretty much just juice or to eat fruit. And definitely eat raw, at least for the first week out. And you'll see why as once as you do it. This has been such a pleasure for me, and being a part of the group, being a facilitator, and being, I guess, the voice of the group. And I'm glad we got jokers who shouldn't have been on the call in the first place out of the group. This is the water fasting group, and it was something that I purposely mentioned during the first videos leading up to the fast. That if you're planning on doing juice, planning on eating, or if you're planning on herbal tea, this wasn't your fast. You got to go down to another level.
How'd you find out?
I'm sorry. What was the question, Kev?
How'd you find out? Like,
find out
about the people that weren't supposed to be, like, that were not really part of the group, but like, what happened?
I heard it through the grapevine. Things just happen. First of all, I'm gonna tell you something. As a faster, I know when somebody's not fasting. I may not say anything or whatever, but I know what to look for when a person's going through a water fast. I've done enough of these to know that that ain't happening.
They're going through hell.
Right. Well, you could see the physical changes and just the way a person relates. How you could just tell. and it was unfair. It was unfair to the group for people don't be on the call if they're not going through it. That's usually what we would do, Kev, is close the group on day one of the fast, like where even out people weren't doing it. You almost can't even respond because it's just for the people who are on it, so that we can keep the vibration high, we can keep the energy high, because unless a person's going through it, they really can't relate to what's happening within the group. And then for a person to give an opinion, they're not even going through it. That's a whole nother level. So if you're out there, the people that were doing that, and if you're out there, if you listen to my voice right now, I hope you do. You shouldn't have been on the call in the first place. Yeah, this is me saying it to you. Okay, this is Kristopher Aaron. This is in your face, buddy. You shouldn't have been on the call. Number one. Number two, facilitator. You don't try to out knowledge the facilitator. I love spirited debate. That's great, but I'm bringing a full arsenal to the table as far as of knowledge and pragmatic experience. Not theory, but pragmatic experience. Things that I've actually done. Pragmatic experience. And that's number two. Number three, if you don't look the part, put an avatar up. Put an avatar up. And that's what you do, But put an avatar up. At least that'll make you halfway believable. That's all. This has been a great experience, guys. We did it. We beasted it. Congratulations, everybody who did this. I got love. Man, I love people who participate on this fast, the 504 hours. That's what my focus is for you guys. Everybody else, God bless them, but this is the family right here, the people who are on this call, the people who did this, who may not be on the call, but who performed this anyway. That's where my focus is. So, congratulations.
Hey, did like people like start giving you like meaningless opinions? Like
a whole bunch, yeah. But yes, Kev, I'll say yes to that, and even throughout. But here's the
people
thing.
that didn't do it, right? People that have never done it in their lives.
Who never did it. He never went 7 days on water, but they had opinions.
Oh, I'm saying so. Can I say something really quick? Cause
sure.
Since you say that, that means that there might be some of those people watching later on. So I kind of want to say, shut up, man. Stop talking out your ass. You haven't done it. Like, you talking about something that you haven't done. You've never done it. You're too scared to do it. So just shut up. You're misleading people. Your information is misleading. So please, just stop. That was for those that have opinions about us, what we doing, or what we did, because we're done. And we completed it, and we're good. We all here. We ain't dead. So take your opinions elsewhere, yo. Go to, like, Yahoo Answers or something and talk all that garbage over there.
To bring the house down. Listen, I can always depend on you. Thanks.
But how about this? How about if we appreciate the fact that they are doubting us? They don't have to shut up. Let them keep talking, because we're the example, and we gotta not worry about that. You know what I mean? Nah, let them keep talking, because look at us. We shining, we glowing, we beasting. So let them keep talking, Kev. It's all good.
That could just. My thing is just it could bring, like, negative thoughts towards others who are trying to attempt it, and then they start thinking like and then it makes it harder for them, even though, like, not for us, but just like Chris said, like, it's best to stay away from, like, negative people that have negative opinions about it.
Yeah, I understand that, but welcome to America. You know what I mean?
I know,
That's
right?
kind of like what it's about. At the end of the day, if you just stay silent and be the example, love will always overpower hate. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Let them keep talking. I love it. Bring it. Because we got this, and we don't got to worry about what they say. We're the examples, remember? That's it. But Chris, in closing, man, listen, man, I'm going to miss you, man, on these calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to miss seeing you every morning like that, and I love the hell out of you, man, and I will always follow you regardless, and you got my number, so you can always pick up the phone and call me, and I'll reach out, and see you on the next fast for sure. See you on the next one.
February 1st, baby, Juice Fast, 28-day Juice Fast. That's on a Sunday. Sunday,
That's
February
my
1st.
that's my birth month, so I'm definitely doing it. That's my birth month.
Aquarius, baby, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes. February 1st, team. February 1st, we're going to get all this information out at some point next month to sort of lead up to it to make it really big. And we're going to do Google Hangout all over again, baby. It's a juice fast, so it ain't going to just be water. A juice feast, February 1st of next year, 28 days. The whole month of February, which starts on a Sunday next year. So we get the first day of the week. Again,
Awesome.
go ahead, Natasha. We know what's up. What's up? Thanks, man.
With two things. For everyone that was on this call, whether it was every day, tried to be on it every day, listen to the recordings, like for everyone who like drank water every day, who went through the nausea, the upset, the headaches, the horrible taste in your mouth, who just did it. I really want to acknowledge all of you for your strength and courage to take this on, right? Because you are extraordinary human beings on the planet, and I want you to get like you are you're champions. You really are. And yes, I'm stealing Van's word, but you are fire champions. Like you have an amazing strength and an amazing resolve that anything you want in your life is possible. So I really want you guys like to get that and know that I honor that and I love that about all of you. And for Christopher, you, Christopher Aaron, you are a beacon of hope. And don't ever forget that. Don't lose sight of that for 1 minute, not a second, not a moment. And the minute you do, come back and remember us. Because we follow your lead, and through your lead, we got a whole new access to our lives. And I honor you for that. I honor you for just being there, for sharing that amazing taco recipe that I am definitely doing on Wednesday. Everyone is welcome to come by. I'm just letting you know. But like really, I really want to honor you, who you are, your word, just as a human being on this planet, your spirit, just everything about you. You've given me a whole new access to my life that I probably would never have gotten. And like, just thank you for that.
You, Natasha, man. That's heart, man. That's love. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Yes. These moments like this, it's like we never want these moments to end. I'm gonna miss these calls too. I enjoyed them. I loved them, and just seeing everybody and having the team, and it's really like a great adjunct. It was a great adjunct to the day. We beasted 21 days, guys. Man, you my man. I call you now. It seems like I call you every day now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I appreciate the love, bro. And got a new brother, and
Yeah.
I don't say that kindly because I don't let. It's hard for a person to get in my circle, and what I mean by I don't say that mean I'm all that or whatever, but they have to be willing. They just have to be a certain type of person, and then we have to be on the same path. If a person like I'm big into the raw food and the health and all that, and if a person ain't into that or have no interest in that, how can light and darkness walk together? I mean, I'm gonna say what's up, but Chris gonna keep it moving, you know. And so, I appreciate you, and for you to be willing to perform a 21-day water fast, pretty much at the drop of a hat. You listen. That says a lot about you, man. It
Thank
really does. And in wanting to be forever young and keeping your physical body intact, wanting to love your family, your kids, having that great relationship with your kids like you do. wanting to build an empire, having empires in our brains, having empires in our brains, and living bigger than what we really are. You know, that's really good. You're at a great age. You're at the age of enlightenment, which is 49. We call it the 7-7. 4 plus 9 is 13. That's when it's funny. That's when you lose that desire to eat so much at the age of 49. You go more, you move more from solids to liquos or liquids at the age of 49. Don Tolman talks about that a lot, and how 49 is like the age when of really of enlightenment. And as we know, it takes 49 days to cross the Rainbow Bridge. It takes 49 days to climb Jacob's ladder. 4 plus 9 is 13. We call it the 7 sevens. And that's the age that you are, Mr. Aquarius. And when is your birthday? When is your birthday, man? What's the exact date?
February 9th.
February 9th. Wow, it's funny. My college teammate, John Wallace's birthday is February 9th also. And but guess what? Your birthday was on a Sunday this year. Last year, it was on a Sunday in February. Your birthday fell on a Sunday, if I can remember, about February 9th.
I don't even remember. I just look at it as another day, but now I have a whole different perspective on my birthday, my life, people in my life. Like you, I don't let everybody in my circle, and I feel like you're a part of my circle. So appreciate you. But I understand obligations. You got your kids and you got your family and you got to take care of that, and I totally get it.
Yeah, that's been on my mind for so long, bro. I've got to handle this.
Yes, sir.
I got a small window of time to do it. Otherwise, I do the final week, man. This has been great. I'll call you and Kevin and everybody and even other people on this whose number I have. We'll always be in touch.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So,
I ain't letting you go. I'm not letting you go.
No doubt, no doubt. Look, for the next week, I may be underground, but
okay.
I'll resurface. Yeah, I'll resurface.
No, I'll wait for you, man. I'll wait for you. But I'll definitely reach out. If I don't hear from you in a little while, I'll reach out to you for sure.
No doubt. I appreciate that, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we can get ready to wrap up our final call. We've successfully negotiated 21 days and 21 nights of fasting. Thank you, everybody.
I'd like to add one last thing.
Go for it, Kevin.
Yeah, just wanted to say thank you again, and thank you to everybody on the call.
Yes,
And I do love all of y'all, and every single day throughout this process, I have been praying for y'all and me, for all of us to make it through this. And hey, here we are. You know what I'm saying? I don't underestimate the power of prayer at all. I believe it helps a whole lot, especially when it's multiple people praying at the same time. So yeah, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Romans chapter 8, verse 28.
And this is according to His purpose, and that's exactly that scripture applies to this perfectly. That's good, Kev.
Yep. I've had that highlighted for a while too. I highlighted it before the fast. Now I know why I highlighted it. Yep.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, so I just love you all y'all, seriously. And best of luck with everybody. Anybody who has me on Facebook or sees me on Facebook, hit me up whenever you want. Don't matter. And one love, man. I'll see y'all around. This is gonna be the last time until next time. So peace.
We'll get to promoting in February. About a month and a half, we'll start that February promotions for everybody, get everything all set, and so we can really blow it up, big for people that want to cleanse during the first part of the year. And I got your information, Kev, and tap into if you want to, really get more into learning more about raw or vegetarian or vegan or whatever. Just tap into I got a lot of stuff on my page, whatever that goes, and give you links on how you can get all that information.
Yeah.
So you got to open door, baby.
Yep. I'm running right through that motherfucker.
You got a lot of respect for me, bro. 21 days, ain't no joke.
Man, you got all the respect from me.
I don't blame you. I'm joking.
Nah, that's real though.
Oh,
Thanks. That means a lot, Ken.
Yeah.
Congratulations, baby.
No, no doubt.
Guys. I guess, and Natasha, God bless you. Thank you. Golden, golden, golden. Bless you. Thank you, Vera. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Van. Thank you. And Jay Sent. Thank you, Jay, for being on the calls when you were. And how can you know I got to mention Shakti. Thank you, guys. Be blessed. Congratulations. We did it. We did it.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
hey guys, thank you. Love you
Thank
all.
you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Thanks, Golden.
I
Van.
love you guys so much.
Love you guys. Same here.
Peace, one love.
Love.
Stay in touch. Stay in touch. Stay in touch.
We will.
Definitely.
All right.
Get your information. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll give you all my number in the inbox.
Okay.
All right. Later.
Bye.
All right, Chris. All right, Sky.
All right.
Bye,
Bye,
Claire. Bye, Sky.
Bye. Bye.
Take care, guys.
Take care.